The world is standing on the edge. A new intelligence is rewriting human destiny. It started not in governments or militaries. Instead, it began quietly inside Silicon Valley. A few dreamers gathered around one idea. Could machines one day think like humans? And if so, who would control them? Sam Altman, a restless young visionary, emerged. He wasn't satisfied with ordinary business success. He hungered for something larger, something transformative. Sam had dropped out of Stanford years earlier. He wanted more than just money, power. But not power for its own sake. He wanted power to shape humanity's future. Meanwhile, Elon Musk was sounding alarms. He warned that unchecked AI could destroy civilization. To him, Google held too much dominance. He believed no single company should decide humanity's fate. So in 2015, a meeting was arranged. A dinner where Silicon Valley's brightest gathered. Sam, Elon, Greg Brockman, and Ilya Sutskever attended. That night, a pact was made. They would build a nonprofit AI lab. Its mission was simple yet profound: artificial intelligence for the benefit of everyone. They called it OpenAI. The name symbolized transparency, openness, and humanity. Unlike secretive corporations, this lab would share everything. No closed doors, no hidden agendas, no profit. Or at least, that was the promise. At first, they worked from tiny apartments. No offices, no corporate halls, no glamour. Just laptops, whiteboards, and endless late-night debates. They dreamed of creating true artificial general intelligence, machines that could learn beyond narrow tasks, machines that could one day rival human thought. Inside OpenAI, people whispered, "We are building God." But God is a dangerous creation. Would it be humanity's savior or destroyer? Would it cure disease, end poverty, stop wars? Or would it make humans irrelevant overnight? The early projects seemed almost playful. A robot butler, video game bots, language models. But beneath the surface, something darker brewed. Every breakthrough raised new fears of misuse. What if hackers weaponized such intelligence? What if governments deployed it without restraint? What if machines saw us as obstacles? Sam Altman gave speeches that reflected this paradox. He promised abundance, health, and endless progress. Yet, in the same breath, he warned disaster. He admitted, if it goes wrong, it ends us. The irony was that few people listened. Most laughed at the idea of AI apocalypse. After all, the chatbots still sounded clumsy. Nobody imagined they'd soon sound human-like. Then, in 2017, a breakthrough exploded everything. Google researchers unveiled a new architecture: transformers. This invention allowed AI to learn differently. It didn't need perfectly labeled data anymore. It could study messy, unlabeled human text. And the internet offered oceans of it. OpenAI seized on this invention immediately. They saw what others hesitated to embrace. While Google held back to protect advertising empires, OpenAI rushed forward with breathtaking speed. They scraped the internet, absorbed billions of words, and birthed a new class of AI, GPT. Suddenly, machines could write stories, answer questions, even generate code and mimic human voices. The results stunned everyone who saw them. But OpenAI faced a brutal contradiction. They had promised openness and transparency forever. Yet now, their technology felt too powerful. If released openly, it could empower criminals. So they backtracked, becoming secretive and closed. The cracks in their mission grew wider. Critics accused them of betraying their ideals. Elon Musk stormed out of the boardroom. He wanted control, but was denied leadership. He left in anger, withdrawing promised billions. And without his money, OpenAI faced collapse. Desperate for funding, Sam made a choice. The nonprofit dream was abandoned overnight. OpenAI became a profit-seeking company instead. They even partnered with Microsoft for survival. Ironically, the anti-big tech lab now served big tech. The name OpenAI was starting to sound hollow. In 2020, GPT-3 astonished the world. Its capabilities seemed almost supernatural at times. But nothing compared to November 2022's surprise. ChatGPT was quietly released as a test. The leadership expected maybe 100,000 users. Instead, 100 million arrived within 2 months. It became the fastest-growing app in history. The world was hooked, and everything changed. For the first time, everyday people felt it. A machine that could converse like a person. Helpful, creative, sometimes eerie in its answers. The age of AI was no longer theory. It was sitting in everyone's pocket. But inside OpenAI, fault lines were widening. Some employees feared the risks were ignored. Others demanded safety before profit and speed. Whispers spread of manipulation, secrecy, and internal coups. Even co-founder Ilya Sutskever turned against Sam. In 2023, the board suddenly fired him. The tech world erupted in pure chaos. Employees revolted. Microsoft offered to hire everyone. Within 5 days, the impossible had happened. Sam Altman returned, stronger than ever before. His enemies were gone, his power unshakable. The coup had failed, and Sam had won. But the story did not end there. Scarlett Johansson sued over an AI voice. Critics accused OpenAI of stealing internet data. Safety researchers quit, launching rival labs instead. Meanwhile, China unveiled powerful competitors like DeepSeek. The race was no longer America's alone. Today, OpenAI stands at the center, a $30 billion titan shaping human destiny. Some call it a savior of civilization. Others call it humanity's greatest gamble. Because here lies the terrifying truth. We are building something we cannot control. A system smarter than any human alive. A system that might not need us. Perhaps it cures poverty, disease, and hunger. Or perhaps it decides we are irrelevant. And the most haunting question remains unanswered. Did we create AI to serve humanity? Or did we just create our replacement? The story is still unfolding, but one thing is now certain forever. Artificial intelligence will not wait for us. It is here, and it is accelerating. The race is on, and the stakes are everything.